Hey guys, Saxy here, and welcome back to another racing event. Welcome to Le Mans. We got 4 drivers for you tonight. It's a small field tonight, but I mean, it's whatever. You know, we're just not loved by our friends, that's all. So I wish you guys to join us. Get this field bigger. Come join us. That was a good segue, me. Thank you, me. Uh, anyways, for the
Swear to God.
Smitty's on pole in the BMW. Then we've got Juan in the Acura. Then third is Ryan in the Genesis, and Jay and Lek in the Glickenhaus. Um, but they will go ahead and
Just so you
start.
know, just so you know, I literally went unmuted just to say that. I hope you know that.
Oh, I bet. All right, as they're gonna pace around now. It'll be a 1 hour race for these guys, as this is leg 2 of the Triple Crown. As Ryan currently has 1 win on his name for that, with his win yesterday. If you haven't gone to go see that, go see that. I know I just spoiled who won, but, you know, go watch that. It was a good race. But like we were saying earlier, come join us. Join the Discord to come hang out with us. We want you guys to come drive these things. We're trying to get you guys integrated into these. And make sure to go check out the extra channels as well. That'll have maybe some highlights and whatnot of some stuff. Some other stuff on theirs for you guys to check out. Go watch the previous races we've done and watch the Twitch as well. Check out the Twitch where we do stream these things live. Hit the subscribe button, like button, all that stuff, you know. Average YouTuber. As here they come through the chicanes to get the green flag. Juan and Smity lead them. Green flag in the air. Smity able to get the slightly better start out of the 4 cars. Ryan now takes the peak for second. As well, contact there. 3 wide for P2, and this is going to allow Smity to pull away. Shoving for second is getting crazy back there. We're going to have to type it. Oh, I didn't hit the... Sorry, guys. The spectate menu is still deciding it doesn't want to work today, as Ryan does cycle out in a second, but Smity now has pulled a gap. That's going to be good for him, but not good for these other guys if they want a challenge for this thing. They've got to put it together, push each other here. Don't make aggressive moves. You guys have already lost a lot of time. As the Genesis slides in a second, he's getting a little bit of a push from Juan. Bump drafting at Le Mans. Didn't know this was going to see something we would see. As they go through the bus stop. Whoa, Smitty's back in, sliding off an exit. I'll get out fairly fine. So you can hear the Glickenhaus like crazy right now. That thing was loud. Into the second bus stop. Oh, Juan majorly wide. That's going to hold him up. It's going to bring him back to a J, and now Ryan has closed the gap to Smity. Smity might be playing a little conservative here early. Not trying to show off his full deck yet. Try not to show all his cards. Oh, and Ryan's going to go wide. Jay now is going to close up to Ryan. But a good exit at least for Ryan is allowing him to keep his distance from Jay. As here comes Jay under braking, gets closer. Ryan able to pull a little bit away under the, what, brain? Never mind, it's not going to matter though. Here comes Jay. He's now going to push Ryan to the side. He's going to go charge for a second, and he's going to go look at the back of the Smitty if he can get around Ryan quickly. Ryan gives him a bump as they head through the flat-out S's, leaning on each other. Here comes Juan with the draft. He's going to pull up to the back end of these two. Smart move here is just to figure out your order right now. Get single file, chase back down to Smitty. He's not too far ahead, but you still want to close that gap. Whoa, Ryan into the wall! That's 1 car around. Was not intentional at all from Jay. Just clipped the quarter panel of him and turned him right around. Now the two blues got to work together to chase down the Beamer, the big sniffer himself. Juan looks to the outside through turn 2, not able to get it there. Jay with a good exit is now putting the pressure down. As they get onto this main straightaway, Jay has got to follow behind that Beamer. Get the draft, keep close with him. As he's swerving across the track, trying to break that toe, just like yesterday. Moving across the track, avoid the car behind you. Now Jay closing up to the back end of that Beamer. Smity gives him the outside, but he's got a lot of overspeed here. He might be able to clear going into it. No, not quite. Here comes Juan. He gives a bump to Jay. That's going to put Jay way offline here on exit, and that's going to put Juan all the way up to the lead. Not what Jay wanted. He was trying to put the move on Smity and just wasn't able to get it done because of the Acura. Now the Acura under fire from the BMW as they head into the second bus stop here on the straightaway. As a mistake there from Smity, that's going to allow Juan to... Oh, no! He corrected no caution, but that's going to hold both of them up. Not what you wanted to see at all. Now they've got to sort out their issues. Chase back down to Jay. Ryan thought he was about to get a caution that quick, but not so quick, though. Juan got corrected by... Oh, he got the wall there. Didn't spin, but that's going to allow Smity to get a gap. Now Smity has got to chase down Jay. These were your main two in practice that put together good laps. Smity probably hit a lag spike there. That's what that looked like. Got a lag spike at the worst time possible at the center of a turn. Now he's got to put his eyes forward, though. Close that gap back up to Jay. Your pole sitter gotta close that gap. As the track has kind of gone quiet a little bit right now, as the Glickenhaus is so far in front, you actually don't hear it right now. I didn't know that was possible here. As the field very spaced out right now. You have to be very careful through here on these little red turtles there. It can launch the car. Saw it many times throughout many practices. As Ryan's sliding big time in the back. He hits the wall, but it's already counted for in the caution counter. So, no caution, but that's gotta hurt if you're Ryan. Just got on the sand in the final turn and went around. As now Smity is bringing that gap down to Jay. He's closed a little bit here. He's going to use some of that slipstream, hopefully, get closer and closer as Juan's just kind of chilling behind him. Do you see it there? The gap closing down. What does Smity do here? He looks to the inside. Late break from Smity. He's going to bully Jay out of the position. You know Jay's not going to be too kind to that one. Got moved for the position as Juan is around. Caution flag is out. As here they come back to the green flag. All four cars bunch back up together. As soon as Smity hits that line, that's when the green flag drops, and there it is. Ryan with a big look there on Juan. Trying to take third away. Jay all over the back bumper of Smity. Oh, Jay to the inside. Trying to make it work. Goes wide through the exit. That's going to allow him to clear. As now Ryan up to third. He's got to put the pressure down on Smity. As now Smity makes a big look on Jay. Pushes him there, not trying to, but goes to the opposite side of the track. It's going to allow Jay to get clear. As you can hear the Genesis getting closer and closer to the BMW. He's got to run. But now Smity's trying to form up a run to get on Jay. This is going to get tight here going into the bus stop. Smity takes the lead going in. As you can hear the braking zone difference. Jay tries to keep it clean. He's going to get a good exit, and that's going to allow him to take the lead right back from Smity. Good exit there out of the Glickenhaus, trying to keep the lead in his hand. Smity got a little bit of a run there. Into the next bus stop. Neither one wanting to give an inch. As now here comes Juan with a big rally. He's going to end up having to push the BMW. But as they head into the next braking zone, it's going to get interesting. As the two lean on each other. A little bit of door banging there. Jay goes deep into the turn. That's going to allow him to clear. Smity's going to go very conservative and gets passed by Juan. Juan showing he's not out of this fight. He wants to show that he still has the pace to fight these two. Not what Smity wanted, though, is to see another car in front of him. As now he takes a big look into the next turn. He's going to turn Jay. Almost did. Got in that quarter panel, almost turned him around. Now goes down to the last. Oh, maybe not. Juan gets corrected by Ryan, but that's going to put them really far behind.
Sorry, Juan.
They're going to have to work together if they want to catch these front two.
Let's work together, yep.
Did you hear the end car there from Ryan? He's going to work with Juan. They're going to have to get together and catch these front two now. That is a very dangerous area to get into each other, because after that, it goes flat out for a little bit. As you can see, they are really far behind now. That's what Smity wanted to see, though, was less cars to keep him behind him. As he pulls a very good maneuver there to get around Jay going into the final few turns. Just can't make a mistake. Jay a little cleaner through there. I keep saying Jay leads, even though Smity's clearly in front of him. It's really funny.
I lagged, I can't talk.
Whoa, a mistake there from Smity. A little bit sideways going through the turn. That's going to allow Jay to pull a little bit of a gap. As you can see, the two behind trying to close up. The draft is very strong here, especially on this straightaway. It is very easy to get caught right back up if you can tuck in draft. As you see Smity trying to get in the draft of Jay, trying to close back up. He's going to close back up. Jay goes defensive. He's going to block off that inside. He's going to pinch Smity to the outside. Smity hits the brakes just a little bit less, or just lets off a little bit. Lets Jay get clear, but I think he may have done it just a little too much there. That gives Jay a bit of a buffer to go into this bus stop. Smity takes it very shallow, but Jay takes it very beautifully there on exit and has allowed him to pull a little bit away from Smity still. Into the bus stop. Sliding goes Jay. As Smity tries to close up this gap, he's trying to get it back to the back bumper of that blue machine in front of him. As the two behind have closed a little bit, but not enough to be a threat right now. Now he takes the big look to the inside, and it's going to really hinder his turn here. But he's going to close off Jay on the exit, but Jay's still going to get the overspeed on him. Trying his hardest to put anything on Jay. Jay is just being able to fight it off pretty strong here. Whoa, that was close. Side by side. Jay's gonna let him get the position for now. Gonna play it a bit smart as he looks at the inside for the next turn. Does not face Smity, but oh, that's gonna get Jay in the wall. That's a multi-car crash. Caution flag is back out.
Remind me, caution outfield frozen, right?
Yeah.
Hey, Smity, you're third.
What do you mean, Smitty third?
Oh wait, sorry, Jay, my bad. Or Juan, whatever. Who cares? I don't care.
Who are you?
Shut up. I'm not the league or I'm not
League
the
owner.
race control. Shut up. Okay. Leave me alone. My bad.
As here they go, getting close to that front stretch. Whoa, a little bit bottled up there. Smitty slowed him down a little bit. So here they go. Jay's got to put the pressure down here. As here they come. Green flag in the air again. As all four bunch back up. This time again, Ryan gets a good look to the inside of Juan, but not able to get it that time. Now here comes Jay. Big look down the inside of Smitty. It's going to force Smitty to go very shallow and cut the corner slightly there in turn 3. But now let's put Juan to the outside of him. Oh, Juan goes wide. Never mind. They're all making mistakes that are very costly here and there. Every mistake matters. Whoa! An issue there for Smitty, maybe a lag spike there. That's going to give up a lot of time. So we slide up to second place, which is Ryan now. Trying to look for the lead tonight. Did not have a very good qualifying effort. Hasn't had the best race so far, just hasn't been able to get to this lead. Breaks Jay going into the bus stop, then parks it right in front of him. Beautiful move there by Ryan. As Jay got to sniff a draft there, and now here he goes. With a good bit of a run. Side by side. Down the straightaway, heading into the next bus stop. Jay ekes out ahead. Oh no! Contact! He corrects it! But that is not what you wanted to see there. That's brought Smitty and Juan right back into this fight. Not what you wanted to see at all. Three wide for race lead. Ryan thinks better of it. Hits the brakes just ever so slightly. Oh, it's getting interesting. Dang it, I did it again. Jay versus Smity back up top. Smity moves a little defensive there. Closes off that bottom from Jay. Jay breaks a bit early, trying to get a better rotation there. Oh, get to the back of Smity. Oh, Smity slides off exit. That's going to be good for Jay. He's going to be able to clear. Jay played it smart right now. As here comes Smity looking down the inside with the overspeed from the draft. But now this turn favors Jay. It's going to put him back even for now. Here comes Ryan. And here comes Juan. Where can they make their looks? This is going to get very tight here. Oh, Jay found a bump. So did Smity. That's going to promote Juan to the race lead. As they head into the bus stops, sorry, not the bus stops, the chicanes, Juan is able to finally get out front with a little bit of a breakaway. Smitty and Jay lined up together, trying to find a way to get back to this number 10, and they're going to get to him pretty quickly here. Juan slides big time off of exit there. As he goes wide through that turn, that's going to put Smity right back on top of him. Not what he wanted to do. Now Smity takes the look to the inside as they hit the backstretch. Juan ducks in behind for draft. Jay now watching Smity pull away. Not what he wanted to see. Those two have been going at it since the beginning. We've already gone through 20 minutes of racing. Now here comes Jay looking to the outside of Juan. He's going for second. Smity blocks off the run. Jay looks to the middle. 3 wide going into the bus stop. Juan drives a bit cautiously. Whoa, but it's not going to matter. He gets tagged. Kept it straight. Never mind. That's one around. As that happens, the front two in a side-by-side battle again. Jay plays it more cautious there. Oh, but did not get a good rotation on exit. That's going to allow Smity to get a little bit of a break there. And this is a bad area to let that leader get a bit of a break. Because, I mean, heavy braking point. If you can't put the pressure there, they'll get through it pretty easily. Smity does get a very good turn in there. So does Jay. So no worries for either one of them for now. Smity is definitely pushing limits. The track limits for sure. Some walls have been placed. I know you guys can't see them. I purposely made them invisible. But the drivers have found them during qualifying a couple times. And that could ultimately be a decider if somebody ends up going too far sharp into a turn or too far wide and hits one of those walls. It could decide who wins and who loses. As Jay now ekes out in front of Smity. Smity's going to be taking another look here. Oh, almost contact. Almost got Jay around there. It was a little bit heavier of contact. Jay putting on astronomical blocks right now as they get to the little chicanes here. Smity's going to think better of it of pushing it too wide, and that's going to put him in the clutches of Ryan. Oh no, Jay's going to wreck it across the line. He caught it though. Led the lap while spinning. That's a first. Something Smity couldn't do yesterday. Throwing a quick little punch at him. So we move back to this battle for a second. These two probably should work together a little bit here. Get closer to that race leader. But I don't think they will. Jay made the look, lost a little bit of momentum there, getting in the free air. He's going to have a push to the back end of the Genesis. Bump drafting at Le Mans, something I never thought I would see. Oh, Smity almost killed the wall there on exit. That's going to allow Ryan to pull to him. And with that poor exit, that means Ryan's got a little bit more speed on the straightaway and has the draft. But Jay, really far back there. Smitty's going to go for that wide line into the second bus stop. Able to get a better rotation than Ryan. If Ryan can put the pressure down here, this will allow Jay to get back up to these guys. Ryan takes a look to the inside, going in the braking zone. Oh, he's going to lean on Smity. That's going to put Smity into the gravel. And Ryan backed out. He didn't want to wreck him. Hit the brakes, let him get clear. That allows Jay to cycle up to second. Now Jay's got to get the pressure down. Oh, a deep lunge there by Ryan. Jay and Ryan, it's the closest battle on track right now. They're trying to close up to Smity, which they are doing. Jay taking the tighter lines around these turns. Smity just kind of driving in the middle of the track. Whoa, that bump there almost caused something there for Jay. He saw the backing get off the ground. Ryan gonna give a tap to Jay. Jay's got to try to make sure he doesn't make that same mistake like last lap. Oh, he made it again! It was identical to the last one. I think we may have found Jay's Achilles heel here at Le Mans. The final turn, getting off there without sliding the rears. Hits at that curb every time off an exit and just launches it. That's what Smity wants to see, though. His main competitor has an Achilles heel. Now Ryan has to set something up now. Or hope that we get a caution, reset the field, and take a little breather. We've almost had one twice for Jay sliding. Oh, Ryan very deep into the turn, and that's going to be caution. Hopefully this time Jay doesn't spin himself again. Green flag in the air, and Jay sleeps on the start. Here comes Ryan looking to the inside, trying to go for P2. Whoa! Big slide there out of Ryan. He makes contact with Jay. It doesn't really affect Jay. It hurts Ryan more than Jay as Jay goes from that to the lead, and he gets turned by Smity. One car around. Not what Jay wanted to hear, as Jay found one of the invisible walls there in reverse. Smity takes the lead back. Not what Jay wanted to see. As they fly down the back straightaway, can Ryan or Juan put pressure on this Beamer? It's gotta suck if you're Ryan in this position. That car has been up front almost all race long, and it's the car you ran at Mexico City and had a hard time passing with. This hello Juan, it deeps in there into the bus stop. As Ryan does take the lead away, but how long will it last? As here comes that Beamer looking to the outside, going into the bus stop. He's going to brake later. Oh, Juan gets into him. And that almost was a caution again. Smity was sideways through the center of that bus stop. If Juan would have hit him one more time, I think there would have been a caution. As now Juan is going to put the pressure down going into the braking zone. Juan going to brake late. Oh, and he gets spun by Smity.
Yeah, that one.
Caution flag is out.
That one little bump. That one little bump won.
As they come back to the green flag. When Smity hits the line, it's green. There it is. Field all bunched up. Got a little trigger happy under caution. Accidentally hit the green flag before it was green. Whoa, a big bump there for Ryan. That sent him way wide. Jay slide in the rear, so was Juan. Whoa! And that's no cars around. Somehow, some way. They all kept it straight? Oh, never mind. One found a wall. One. But they are now very spaced out. As that sun is going to get blinding in some of these turns. And they're going to have to navigate around it. As you can see, Ryan sitting in third, a little bit far back there. Jay's got to put the pressure down on Smitty now. Oh, Smitty got the curb! He caught it, but that's going to put Jay right on his heels. Jay now goes to the inside. You saw Smitty there go a bit defensive, tried to cut him off. Not able to get it. Jay is going to be able to get to this lead, but here comes Smitty with another run. Going into the bus stop, the two leaning on each other. Jay able to clear. Oh, sorry, that's not Ryan in third. That's Smitty. Not Smitty. Sorry, what? Juan. I thought of Ryan. I now can see the blue from a distance. You could not see the blue. So Ryan was the one that found the wall. As here comes Smitty. Big look to the inside, going into the braking zone. Moves back to the outside. Jay crosses him back over. Back to the lead goes the Glickenhaus. As you see Juan sliding behind them. Lost a little bit of traction in the gravel trap. Jay now has to just keep it. Oh, Smitty with a big look there. I'm going to say Jay has to just keep this BMW behind him for as long as possible. Because you know there's going to be another caution. As here comes Smity, another big look there. Got a big run there with draft. It's going to allow him to clear. Jay looking, trying to get the gap. Oh, Smitty had to avoid it. It almost got spun there. Whoa! And there's the caution! As they finally get back to the restart here. Headlights have come on. Green flag in the air. The pushing and shoving. Juan gets a better start than Jay. Jay now gets a little bit of a toe there from Smitty. He's going to have the big look there. Smitty blocks it off. It's getting aggressive. They know time is ticking. Tick-tock on the clock. No? Okay. Anyways, back to the race. Back to, we've gotten a little bit separated there from the front two. Jay trying to close up. The back two trying to work together to close up as well. As they're kind of working together here, they're trying to catch Jay. As Jay is pulling closer and closer to Smitty. Smitty with a very interesting entry. That's going to allow Jay to close right back up to the back bumper of him. There's the two behind, side by side for third. The biggest loser tonight is going to be whoever doesn't finish on podium. Into the next bus stop. Jay goes very conservative on straight, but it's going to work out. And oh, we got a car around. One around, one more for caution. Oops, I'm seeing trees. Side by side, down the straightaway. Jay gonna squeeze that BMW for there. Lets him go wide. He's gonna push him wide. Good move there by the... I almost said the J. The Glickenhaus. Good move by the J. Isn't that right, Jay? Don't you like the move from the J? So here comes Smitty looking at the back bumper. Goes to make a move, gets blocked. Here comes Ryan. looks into that turn, not able to get it there. Somebody used a bit of grass. As Juan lost a lot of time. You still didn't even see him on that straightaway. Jay now just has to be careful here. This is the fast part of the track. Not to let Smity get a look if he gets close enough. Because there's only a few laps remaining, because it takes roughly 3 minutes and 10 seconds to get around the track, especially when you're battling. So, only a handful of laps left. Jay clean through those turns finally. Whoa, Ryan pops up in the air. Looking at the sky for a moment. As they're all trying to make it pretty tight through there. Ryan able to keep up with Smity. Jay put a little bit there. Not a whole lot, but he definitely did. As you see, the Juan is 12 seconds back. He's got to hope that these front three get into each other here. As Smity now pulls the back end of the Glickenhaus. Once again, makes a look there. Not able to get it there. Ryan watching these two ahead of him. That's where they're able to gain a little bit of time on Ryan there, is those first few turns. As the Beamer goes for the lead, he's going to clear, cut Jay off. Jay now looks at the inside. Doesn't have the run. He's going to have to reset himself here. As here comes Ryan, getting closer and closer to the back end of these two. Oh, contact. Oh, Jay! Oh, no! Caution flag's out. Caution flag is out. As here they come back to green finally. Had to put under red flag conditions because Jay flipped it under caution. As here they go. Green flag in the air. Ryan gives a big push to Smity, trying to get them a little bit of a gap here going into the first few turns. Ryan looks at the outside. Oh, that's going to hold up Jay. He's not going to be too happy about that. Whoa! Big move there for Jay. That's not what he wanted to see. That was a big snap there. Here comes Juan. Oh, he gets into Smity. Everybody's getting desperate on moves. Only a few laps remain still. My guess is about 5. If we don't get any more cautions. As now Smitty's got a little bit of breathing room here on the straightaway. Especially knowing that Jay is all the way in last right now. I love how Juan has slightly yellow tinted lights.
It'll be a 2-lap shootout, Smitty.
Oh! One car around, Ryan hits the tire barrier. That's the one wall that I did extend that isn't invisible. So Ryan could have seen that one. But that hurt Jay as well. Jay got into him. Didn't go around, but it definitely held up Jay. Now he's got to hope for Juan to challenge your race leader. As he almost did there. If he would have kept it a little bit better on exit, he would have had a good run there. Headed for Smity. Why does it keep saying Jay as the leader? Did I hit the wrong button? I may have. Did I set 8? I did on accident. 7. Well, I'll reset it here. Whoa! Big slide for Smity! And that's going to put him down to 3rd as more contact. Caution flag is back out. Juan leads him for the first time. For once, it's not Smity under the cautions, and now they go green. So yes, I did hit the wrong button. I hit timer mode instead of race mode. As here comes Smity with a big look to the inside through turn 1. He gets on the curb into the grass, almost into the pit area over there. I'm getting a lag spike. Hello. That's going to allow Juan to pull away. Jay slots up in a second. He's going to block Smity. Very good maneuvers there by Jay to keep that BMW behind him. Almost gets turned there. Smity got into him. Nobody able to break away. Juan goes defensive. He might want to block a little bit more because they're going to push it there. 3 wide for the lead. Oh, that almost was the beamer around. And just like that, Juan has lost the lead. Jay side by side with the BMW. Big look there for Smity and Juan. Oh, Juan's right back in the fight. But he's going to be without draft here. That's going to give the advantage to Jay. All 4 still underneath each other right here. Anything can happen when they are this close, that's for sure. Jay tries to go conservative. Oh, big slide for Smity! That's going to move him from first to last. That is a big mistake out of the BMW. Now he's got to rally. He's only got a few laps remaining, and he's got to go from last to first and pass each one of these guys. It shouldn't be that hard, because these guys are all still close together. But he's got to make sure he doesn't make any more mistakes while trying to make those runs. Because you see Juan wiggle wobble in there, got in the gravel. Matter of fact, we're going to go back here to Smity, see if he can rally. He's already gotten around Ryan. Now he's going to get his way around Juan. Juan is going to put up a fight more than Ryan. Oh, gets squeezed there as Ryan hit something there. That's interesting. Well, that's 1 car. We could get another caution here in the next 3.5 minutes. Ryan's going to hope that one of these guys are going to make a mistake. And they're very much prone to it, as we saw Juan wiggling. We've seen Jay slide it. The only one we haven't really seen wreck so far has been that BMW. Oh, got on the curb a bit much there. You heard the tire squeal from the contact with the curb. Juan very strong through there. As he pulls close to Jay with that move, he lined that thing up. Big lunge there from Juan. Oh, Smity slides the rears. Juan's got to put the pressure down here. He's going to send it in deep. He gets into the back end of Jay. That's not going to help you. You're just pushing him away. And that's allowing the car behind you to catch. And Smity has caught to these two. Yeah, Ryan's a long way back from that incident. He has got to hope that they crash in 2 minutes and force an overtime. Juan, heavy blocks there. Almost side-swiping the BMW there. Did make contact, but it wasn't that harsh of contact. Oh, a little bit of sliding on the rears there. Smity trying to find his way back to the lead here. He's gotten right back to the car that he wants to beat. Going in the second bus stop. Oh, almost makes contact with him. And that's going to sacrifice his exit speed. He's going to hope that Juan doesn't send one down his inside. Only a minute left. If a caution can come out, this is the last opportunity. It really can. Oh, big move there. Juan sent him out of his way. That was aggressive. Honestly, I would say a bit too aggressive. If that is how he's going to race for this, he's going to expect to get it right back. Smity will return that favor. Here's the corner that caused Ryan the mishap last lap. And they get through it clean. Front three are all on top of each other. Here goes Juan, making a look for the lead. Smity with major speed catching up to these two. Oh, that was almost something bad there. As there goes time, no more cautions. They race it back to the white. Not what Ryan wanted to hear. There's a chance, though, if they all three do crash into each other, that could get interesting. Juan, ooh, that was not good there for Smity. That held him up big time. 1 lap to go. Jay leads it. He's got to defend for 1 more lap. Can he do it? Ryan is not going to be able to go 2 for 2. Not in back-to-back days either. Now, these three have got to keep their fight clean. As Juan has got to defend here. He's got to keep this BMW behind him. As he already loses that position there. Bad rotation through exit. He's got to fight back hard. Here comes the Beamer. Almost contact there with Jay. He's going to have a lot of speed over Jay here. Jay's got to hope that he can stick to this inside here. Force a mistake. Yes, here comes Juan with a big run. Going into the breaking point. Smity with a good center, but Jay a good off. Juan has got to rally here if he wants to win this one. He's sitting P3. Most starts without a win still is in his name right now. He wants to knock that out so it stops growing. Big run there from Smity that's going to block off Jay's run off of exit. Not what Jay wanted to see was the BMW in front of him. This is a good area to be right behind someone. Get that slipstream. He goes to the outside as they go into the the heavy braking point. Juan sends Jay. Jay is not going to be happy with that one. That may have just sealed the deal for Smity. As we are going to go up to Smity here. He has now got to hope that those two behind keep fighting. Jay is not going to be happy with that one. He had the move set up and got sent. This is a race that he has been really wanting to win, as Jay's going to crash himself. Jay is out. It is now a 1v1. Can Smity hold on against Juan? I think Juan's too far back. This area is not going to have any heavy braking areas. Juan, I think, is out of it. I think this one's going to go to the Beamer. Because of the simple push that Juan sent to Jay. Might have solidified this one half a lap early. Juan is close, but I don't think it's going to be enough. The BMW's got to take it flat out. Oh, he lit off! This is going to get interesting! Juan runs into the back of him! It's going to go to the BMW! Once again, Juan comes up short. But you know, there's some people that are going to be happy that he came up short with that one. Jay is not going to be too happy with the move that he made on him. And there it is. The BMW is going to go for victory slides. Very well fought from Smity. Did it very good tonight. Put himself in position. Almost lost it there in the final few turns. Was able to get it off, though. Alright, and now we're here with our race winner. How does it feel to win here at Le Mans? Did not have a great day
Oh,
with Indy. Get it done here. How'd you think about that final turn there with Juan?
honestly, I that turned out how I expected it would. When looking in the mirrors, I saw him right there. So it was easy to tell, after the second lap where he punted me in that same turn with Jay, he would be aggressive to try and get that. So I knew with how I had to take the turn, there's not really much overtaking opportunity unless I messed up. So I wanted to take that as conservatively as possible, and to not try and give a spin and let Juan take the win right there. Worked out exactly how I imagined it in those 2 seconds down that stretch. Um, yeah, I mean, just thinking about Indy and just really wanting to win the Le Mans out of all three. So I'm happy I was able to do this. Hopefully for the others. Uh, Pretty sure, is it Monaco next?
Monaco will be the next video, yes.
Yeah. And I was just trying to promote it. For that, hopefully get this something done there. But after Indy, that really sucked. I definitely had the pace to at least challenge for the win. Made a stupid move. Been making those dumb moves recently, so I've been a bit hard on myself. But this race, I just kept it basically in my little area. I know I did have pace to push, but during qualifying, I just felt I was too inconsistent to do a full push throughout the race. So I was pretty much on the conservative side. Amazing battle with Jay throughout the whole race, everyone included. But a good shout out to Jay. I mean, that was really awesome battling. Really sucks that that's how it ended with me and him. But I still think the fans got a really good finish out of that. But yeah, just really good accomplishment for me over to do. Just at least win.
I think his mic gave out on him. He went quiet.
Oh shit! Did it?
It did. And then oh shit.
Oh man. I don't know what part I was at, but just to short it up, just congrats to everyone racing. I'm so sad that was the turnout with Jay. I mean, we had an amazing battle, and that's not how I wanted it to end. But fans still got a really good finish, so I'm happy about that. Just wanting to win this one the most out of all three. But a lot of practice, especially when in our practice sessions, and took this to the best extent of what I wanted it to, as much as I could, but also not be mad at myself days later if I didn't win. But yeah, just setting myself up for spots, in those last 4 laps, if you look back, I stayed behind during some of it because I knew if we got to those 2 to go, they could possibly wreck and that would just hand it to me. But I saw a gap and I saw I was able to hit Jay. I worked out in the end.
Yeah. All right. Well, by the time this comes out, either GTM will either be gone or it'll still be alive. So if it is end up being gone, which you all would hate if that happens, we want to thank all of the creators of this game for making this. And we would hate to see this go, but if it does, we'll just have to find something else, sadly. But this will be Saxy signing out. See you guys next time.
Stay crossing off my list. Got my money in my bitch. That's a check. Bought my mama at a crib. Could retire off of this wrist. That's a check.